Welcome to Reading with Mr. Green. Now to our host, Mr. Green.
Oh, hello. Oh God, it's been so long since I've seen you. Welcome back. How you been? Great. Well, for those who don't know me, my name is Mr. Green, also known as the Voice of the Knights, Nightly News Club sponsor, world-renowned 7th grade ELA teacher, and cardigan aficionado. Well, look at us, back again here. When we started this journey, I had the honor of reading chapter 1. Since then, a whole team of amazing teachers stepped in and bring the story to life, so a big thank you to them. And now, it's only right to wrap it up where things began. So today, we're going to circle back to where it all began and see how Cameron's story ends. This is the final chapter of Slacker by Gordon Corman, where everything comes together, loose ends get tied up, and we find out just how much one slacker can actually change. We're on chapter 33 on page 228. Be sure to keep up. Rule of the World was ill, beyond ill. The convention hall stretched as far as the eye could see. Game logos the size of buildings hung everywhere, and the people, thousands of them, ages 9 to 90, some dressed as characters from their favorite games. It was my lifestyle poured out around me in all its natural beauty. I wasn't totally relaxed though. As I eyed the competition at various tournament stations, it looked pretty fierce. I had my work cut out for me, no question about that. My father kept me company while I waited for my partner to arrive. Nervous? Just excited, I replied. I've been waiting for this day my whole life. I honestly didn't believe it would ever come. About that, Dad shuffled uncomfortably. I had a crazy idea last week that you only started the PAG because you were afraid we were going to take away your console. Mom and I are proud of everything you've accomplished these past months, but we'd hate to think that you're only doing it just for us. So if you want to quit... What? I was stunned. No way. I'm the Pagarin chief. They need me. Hey, I wasn't abandoning my lifestyle. Still, when I looked around Rule the World, ill as it wasn't everything. It wasn't my family, my friends, my school, my town. The Positive Action Group had worked its way into all of that. It had started as a hoax, but it ended up the realest thing about me. Besides, the PAG had never needed me to run it anyway, so staying on as president wouldn't take a huge bite of my lifestyle. Plus, there was no way I was leaving the Friends of Fuzzy to take credit for all the good deeds in town. The word around Sycamore was that Jennifer Del Rio had been accepted to Harvard. Poor Harvard. Hi, Cam. Chuck fist bumped me. He'd made the trip to Rule the World just to cheer me on. What a great friend. It was hard to imagine we'd been fighting. I'd never say it out loud, but I was glad he wasn't my partner for this tournament. The same went for Pavel, who was right behind him. He was every bit as good a gamer as Chuck, and super smart besides. But the level of play around here was so intense that neither of them would have been able to handle it. Ready? Pavel asked me. I will be in a minute. We all watched as my mom approached, escorting my Rule of the World partner. Melody came over to stand beside me. Got your game face on? I grinned. You know me, it's the only face I've got. That's right, my sister, Melody, was my partner, or maybe I should say I was her partner, since she was better than me. It was a little humbling to admit, but we're in the big leagues here, and the stakes had never been so high. When you are facing Rule the World level competition, you need someone like Evil McKillpeople on your side. And just like that, we've reached the end of Slacker. Cameron's story started with a simple plan to avoid responsibility, and along the way, it turned into something much bigger. Hopefully, it shows us that sometimes the things we try to avoid end up teaching us the most. Oh man, I wish I could read more about Cameron and his wacky hijinks. Oh, great heavens, what is this? Is this another book by Gordon Corman called Level 13? A direct sequel to Slacker? Where the stakes are higher, the challenges are tougher, and Cameron quickly learns that leveling up in the game is a lot easier than leveling up in real life? Wow, I think I could probably find another copy of this in the media center with Miss Prince. So if you're ready to circle back into Cameron's world to see what's happening next, stay tuned. The story isn't over, it's just entering the next level. Alright, so that was the end of Slacker. I just want to go ahead and say from the bottom of my heart, you're welcome. I'm glad I was able to grace all of you with my presence. I know that's what many of you wanted for Christmas this year, and I'm glad I was able to give you that gift. Again, I'm Mr. Green, Nightly News Club sponsor, Voice of the Knights, world-renowned 7th grade ELA teacher, and of course, Cardigan Aficionado. We'll see you next year.